The materials that you're going to need for this project are going to be your yarn, your main color, and your accent color, size 4, a pair of scissors, a 4.5mm hook, and your cups. If you don't know how to make these, I will leave a link in my description box. And you'll need 2 of them. To begin, we are going to take our cups and our main color yarn, make a slip knot, insert your hook onto the right cup, right into that corner accent color, and put your slip knot through and pull through. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch into the corner of the other cup on the accent color, right there. Slip stitch, and then make another slip stitch. We're going to do that instead of chaining 1. We are going to turn our work, skip those 2 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, skips. And then go into the first chain and make a half double crochet. And continue to put a half double crochet into each chain space. That's 2. 3, 4, and 5. Slip stitch into the next stitch on your cup. And make another slip stitch. Again, this is going to be your chain 1. Turn your work and skip the chain spaces. Go into the stitch, half double crochet. Continue to do this so you'll keep having the 5 stitches, but you're going to do this for a total of 6 rows. This is what it should look like a few rows past this part of your cup, and then we will cut and tie off our yarn. Both cups should be exactly the same, so you should end on the same stitch. Now we are going to work on the sides and back. So we are going to make a chain that goes almost to the middle of your back, but not quite. So for me, that's going to be like 15 chains. And then we're going to attach it. So I'll see you after you make your chains. So I also wanted to clarify, you put this up against your body, and then this chain will be what is left to almost the middle of your back. But here are my 15 chains, and this, we pretty much just eyeball it, but we want it the exact same on both sides. So we're going to do about 5 stitches down from this part of your breast cup. 3, 4, 5. And we're going to put a half double crochet, just like that. And then we are going to half double crochet over to here. Half double crochet over to here, but don't put a half double crochet into this stitch. At this point, we are going to make a half double decrease stitch, and I will show you why. There'll be a little gap if we don't. So So I'll show you, this is if we don't do a half double crochet decrease stitch. So see, there's that little gap right there, and we don't want that. So we're going to do a decrease stitch, and that will fix it. To make a decrease stitch, yarn over, oops, this one. So to make a decrease stitch, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and instead of pulling the loops off, we are going to insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and then pull all of your stitches off, and see, there's no hole. Half double crochet over to the other side, over this little bridge, till we get to the last stitch on this. So here, nope, next one. So here we are going to do another decrease stitch. And there, sorry if you can hear my guinea pigs. So that's what that looks like. And then we are going to half double crochet all the way over here, up until the 5th stitch, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you need a marker, then you can put a stitch marker there, but half double crochet till you get over there. From here, we are going to make another chain, the same number that we made over on the other side. So for me, that is going to be 15. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we're going to chain one more. And we're just going to half double crochet in the second chain from your hook. And continue to put one half double crochet into each chain, each stitch, and then each chain all the way on the other side. And then we're going to continue to make half double crochet rows. You want to make at least 8 half double crochet rows, depending on how long you want it. You can adjust how many rows you do. So I will see you after I have 8 rows. Here are the 8 rows. After your 8 rows, you are just going to cut and tie off your yarn. Then we are going to cut off 2 little pieces, or if you have stitch markers, you can use those as well. And right here, the middle of the cup, we are just going to line up the middle stitch. So right here, which would be this one. And then because each side are exactly the same, you can either count these stitches or do the same thing to the other side. Line it up. And put your stitch marker there. Now take your yarn and make a slip knot. Insert your hook into the right side, the right place where there's a stitch marker, and slide your slip stitch on, chain one, put a half double crochet into that same stitch, and then half double crochet over to your other stitch marker. Now from here, once you reach the stitch marker, you can take the stitch marker out, chain one, turn your work. Then we are going to decrease stitch 2 stitches together, and then continue to half double crochet until we get to the last 2 stitches. and we are going to decrease stitch these two. We will repeat that until we have between 5 and 6 stitches left, depending on if you have an even number here or an odd number. That should have created this nice angular shape. When you have 5 or 6 stitches left, cut and tie off your yarn. Just like that. And now we're going to come over to one of the sides and about the middle. Insert your hook, grab your accent color, and make a slip knot. Put it on your hook. And now we are going to be doing single crochets. Chain 1 and put a single crochet into each stitch until you get to the first piece before the angle. We are going to do a decrease stitch so we don't get that gap that I talked about earlier. And then we're going to put a single crochet into each row. And then we're just going to put single crochet in each row, then single crochet in each stitch, in each row, in each stitch. And once you get over here to this corner, I will tell you what to do. At this corner stitch, we are going to put 1 single crochet and then 1 half double crochet and then chain 2 and then skip 2 rows and put a half double crochet, chain 2, skip 2 rows and put a half double crochet, chain 2, skip 2 rows and put a half double crochet. This should be up at the corner, so the top chain, put a half double crochet, should have 3 loops if you did 8 rows, and then a single crochet into that same chain space. Then you will continue to single crochet, not half double, single crochet all the way around your project until you get over to the other back corner piece, and you're going to do the same exact thing that you did over here. Make sure you have the same number of loops on both sides. Slip stitch into your first stitch and then cut and tie off your yarn. Now we can just leave it like this. You'll just have to add your straps. To make straps, you just make a chain and make 2 or 3 half double crochet rows and sew them onto the corner of your cup and then the corner of the back piece. But I am going to make mine ruffly down here. So we will attach our yarn right here at the corner, make a slip knot, and then you are going to chain 1, put a single crochet into that same stitch, and then for the rest of the stitches you are going to put 2 single crochets in. 2 single crochets into each stitch on just on the bottom, once you get over here to the other side, we are going to chain 1, turn our work, and put 2 single crochets into each stitch. We're going to continue until the ruffles get as ruffly as we want them. Here is the final look with the ruffles done and the straps sewn on. But the last thing that we're going to need to do is make a chain so that we can lace up the back, and that will complete this project. If anything wasn't clear or you have any other questions, please let me know in the comment box. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.